What's up, everyone? We are back and we're about to kick off episode number 14. For this episode, we're headed back to South America, where we'll be visiting the city of Medellin, which is located in Colombia. Medellin is nicknamed the City of Eternal Spring due to its favorable year-round climate. It is Colombia's second largest city with over 2.5 million residents, and it is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the entire country. In the 1980s and 90s, Medellin was famous for all the wrong reasons, including having an extremely high homicide rate. Since that time, the country has turned things around and it has become a very safe travel destination for travelers of all walks of life. Medellin is home to some of the most luxurious hotels and fine dining venues in the entire country. It's also a cultural hub with plenty of tours that offer travelers a look into the city's past. Finally, it's worth mentioning that Medellin is the birthplace of coffee in Colombia and is still its largest growing region. All right, that's enough information for now, so just sit back and enjoy while we explore some of what Medellin has to offer. All right, so we just made it here to Medellin from the San Francisco International Airport. And we're gonna be here in Colombia for about 5 days, hopefully show you what Medellin has to offer. And we're also gonna be headed to Guatape for a day, which is a town about 2.5 hours from Medellin. So joining me on this trip is my brother Joe. I'll let him say what's up.
Hi guys, Joe here. You remember me from past episodes. Super excited to be here in Colombia. We're gonna try the food, experience the culture, and just have a good time overall. We'll see you soon.
All right, that's one intro down. Also joining me on the trip here in Medellin is my dad, Joe. I'll let him say what's up as well.
Hi guys, Dave's dad. First time in Colombia, looking forward to the trip.
So we just made it to Pueblito Paisa here in Medellin. It's about 15 minutes from Poblado, which is where we're staying. And it's significant for a few different reasons, but mainly it's a historic site that is a representation of some of the older towns that were around Medellin before the city was established. There's a historic church here, a museum, a viewing platform, a park, and several good restaurants that we'll check out. So this is something that I definitely wanted to visit while in Medellin, and we're about to walk around and check it out. Here in Pueblito Paisa, once you walk up the stairs, there's this little viewing platform that gives you a pretty good view of the entire city. Okay, so we're here in the Poblado neighborhood in Medellin, and we came to a restaurant called Monjomia. It's mainly a pizza place, but they serve all kinds of other dishes. So if you're in Poblado, I highly recommend it. Come check it out. Similar to Quetzalteca in Guatemala and tequila in Mexico, Colombia has its own drink as well, which is aguardiente. It's my first time trying it. All I know is it smells just like licorice, so we're gonna try it for the first time. Cheers. Definitely recommend. All right, so we made it here to Beth Lozana. Santiago picked us up from our hotel, which is Recuerdos, and that is on the opposite side of the lake, located right by La Piedra del Penol, which is the rock we're going to climb a little bit later. But for right now, Santiago's going to give us a quick tour of his hotel, and I'll let him say what's up real quick.
Hello everyone, my name is Santiago Robledo. I'm one of the owners in Bethel Lozana, Guatape. I want to invite you to come and experience the magic of Bethel Lozana. We've been open since December 2022, and you can follow us on our social media, Instagram Bethel Lozana Guatape, or our webpage bethellozana.com. So guys, we've seen the restaurant area. Now I'm gonna show you what the inside of the rooms look like. Follow me. So the interior of the cabin and the exterior of the cabin is all made with treated bamboo. This allows us to do natural curves that run through the walls, through the ceilings, and everywhere. This sort of design is inspired on a forest. Once you walk into a forest, you'll hardly ever notice 90-degree angles. You're always gonna see a curve running one way, a curve running the other way, and that is our inspirations for this sort of architectural design. Also, if you look through the ceiling and in the walls, you've noticed very unique type of wood. This wood is collected from the ocean as the current drifts it away from the rivers into the ocean currents and back into the beaches. So we pay a community of fishermen that collect this wood and bring it over here, more than 500 kilometers away.
I'm loving this place here in Guatape so far. Definitely come check it out. All right, we're about to hop on our tuk-tuk right now to head to La Piedra del Penol. See you there. All right, so we made it to Guatape, which is a town about 2.5 hours from Medellin, where we're staying. And this town is known for several different things. It's lake, it's colorful buildings, but the main attraction here is La Piedra del Penol, which is a giant rock formation that is about 220 meters high. It's about, I believe, 702 steps to the top. So we got here just as they were closing, and we're gonna see how long it takes us to make it to the top. We'll see you up there. All right, so this is a little challenging to get to the top, but it's nothing that should take you more than half an hour, 45 minutes. Take a few breaks in between, you'll be fine. This definitely does not compare to our hike up Fuego in Guatemala. This is a short little walk to the top. If you're in decent shape, you'll have no issues. All right, we just made it to the top. And there's just a little viewing platform up here. Check it out. Guatape is a resort town located just east of Medellin. La Piedra del Penol is one of the main attractions that draws tourists to Guatape. This giant monolith is 220 meters high and is located just southwest of the town square. This amazing rock formation has 702 steps to the top where you'll find sweeping views of the surrounding area. The town itself is surrounded by lake formations that are home to several all-inclusive resorts and hotels. Kayaking, paddleboarding, and boat excursions are all popular in this area. This is a great place to visit from Medellin for a day or even several days depending on how much time you have in Colombia. Guatape is well worth a one-day trip even if it's just to visit La Piedra del Penol. If you plan on doing more than that, you should plan on staying at least 2 to 3 days. It takes about an hour and a half to reach Guatape from Medellin by car, depending of course on traffic conditions.
Hi guys, we're finishing up the day here in Guatape. We found an awesome place called El Bacanal. Artwork is awesome. American-Canadian owner who's got everything on the menu from Canadian poutine to tacos and fish and chips. So we're gonna meet him in just 1 second. Hang tight.
Hey guys, what's up, man? I'm Josh. This is my restaurant. It's a Canadian-Australian bar. I run this with a business partner from Australia. We're a traveler bar, man. We specialize in good times. We're always having fun. And we're your hub. We're your spot to be. And if you need some tasty food, maybe some good drinks, travel advice, we got you. So always welcome.
Here at the Charlie Hotel in Poblado. They're supposed to have a nice gym here, so we're about to check out the facility for the first time. Let's see what it looks like. During the 1980s and 90s, Comuna 13 was considered one of the most violent areas in the world. It was an area dominated by paramilitaries, drug traffickers, and other groups who battled each other for control over the surrounding area. Comuna 13 was a major route in and out of the city, making it a popular way for traffickers to transport drugs and weaponry to and from the area. These illegal groups controlled the area to the point that the government had no effective control over this neighborhood, and the result was lawlessness, with murder and other horrible crimes being the shocking day-to-day reality for the innocent residents of Comuna 13. In 2002, the government launched a series of military operations that were aimed at regaining control of the area. It took years, but after major restoration efforts, things began to change for the better. Law and order returned to Comuna 13, and residents were finally able to live in peace and were able to feel safe in their community once more. Local artists began telling the story of Comuna 13's violent past by painting graffiti murals on the buildings in the area. These amazing murals are now openly visible throughout Comuna 13 and are considered one of the biggest tourist attractions in the area. Graffiti tours are offered every day of the week and are a great way to learn about the history of this area while at the same time admiring these beautiful works of art. This area is a must for tourists looking to learn more about Medellin and the violent struggle the city endured just 2 decades ago. It's important to remember that the residents of Comuna 13 were largely responsible for restoring their community and transforming it from the most dangerous place on earth to the thriving tourist hub that it is today. All right, so we made it to Café Revolución here in Medellin, and this is one of the more popular coffee shops in town. And obviously you cannot come to Colombia and not appreciate the coffee. It's some of the best coffee you're gonna find in the world. So I'm gonna let Stephanie tell you a little bit more about what they offer here.
Estamos abiertos hace 9 años. El Café Revolución comenzó dirigido al público más que todo extranjero, europeos, estadounidenses, radicados o visitantes en Medellín. Nuestra especialidad es el flat white, pioneros en traer este café a Medellín. Les quería también mostrar, este es el de tostión oscura, el que les digo que viene de Tolima, con tostión italiana, tostado en Bogotá, y este que es de Salento, el que es más frutal y más aromático.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buen día, mi nombre es Alejandro Rodríguez, comunicador social, locutor de la emisora de la Policía Nacional. Me acompaña mi compañera Diana Ramírez.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? También yo soy locutora de Radio Policía Medellín.
La Radio Policía Medellín en Colombia es una estación de radio donde llegamos a todas las comunidades con mensajes de seguridad, con música, entretenimiento. A través de la radio le llegamos a las personas en todo el territorio nacional.
here at the metro station in Medellin, and to get to Parque Arvi, which is a very famous park here, you have to come to the cable car station and take one of these to the top. And just for the experience, it would be great to get on one of these, but the park is supposed to be pretty amazing itself. So we will see you at the top. So definitely not a fan of heights, as you know, but when you're in Medellin, there are things you're definitely going to want to do. This is one of them. We're almost at the top, so I think I'm going to make it. My dad here is looking a little green around the gills. How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Are you glad you came?
Absolutely.
Okay, we made it. I was getting a little nauseous up there. It's definitely high up. It takes about 25 minutes. And it's amazing. I know everyone at home is probably going to say that I'm over-exaggerating, but if you're afraid of heights, the cable cars can be a little rocky. But once you settle in, it's not so bad. All right, and now off to the park.
This brings episode number 14 to a close. I was finally able to check Medellin off of my destination list, which has been a goal of mine for some time. Medellin was an extremely welcoming city, and I was able to learn so much about Colombia's past thanks to the kind residents I encountered during our stay. This was a short trip, but we definitely took advantage of all the time we had and made several new friends along the way. As is always the case when visiting a new country for the first time, this trip left me wanting more of what Colombia has to offer. I hope this is the first of many trips to this amazing country, and I hope it inspires you to start planning your own trip to Colombia very soon. On our next episode, we'll be headed to the land of the rising sun. Japan is one of the most culturally rich countries I've had the pleasure of visiting, and I'm glad we're switching gears in our next episode and hitting a new part of the globe. I was able to visit the samurai city of Aizu Wakamatsu, Mount Fuji, Tokyo, Kyoto, and even Nara while in Japan. I can't wait to share this experience with all of you, so be on the lookout for the next episode, which will be coming to you very soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe to be notified on future episodes. Your support is truly what makes this channel possible. Take care, and we'll see you soon on the next one.